This is Wonky Nuts.
I am Ming.
I'm Andy. How you doing? How are you doing?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Yeah, funny you should say rubbish. We want to talk about rubbish.
Yeah, I had a rubbish week.
A rubbish week. Well, do you know, one of my biggest bugbears, I think, particularly in Malaysia as we're living here at the moment, is rubbish. Rubbish, it is discarded rubbish. It's rubbish, like the new rubbish is face masks. Then you walk down the street.
They're everywhere.
Just thrown on the road, right?
Yes.
You know, you go even a trip into the jungle, right? Especially down that area around Gombak and a little bit beyond where we've been, and you've got lorries taking like a lorry full of rubbish and just tipping it into the jungle, pristine jungle. There's just like loads of rubbish. There's piles and piles of.
It feels like we're surrounded by rubbish.
Surrounded by rubbish. What is it about Malaysia that such a beautiful country? To me, has a lot more rubbish lying around than the UK. I'm not saying the UK doesn't have a rubbish problem. It does. People flight it. I'm not sure about China, but in Malaysia, rubbish is a big problem.
And do you know that in Malaysia, their consumption of plastic is like one of the top countries in the world.
Really?
Yeah, use a lot of plastics.
I think one of the things that we've been trying to do, and we'd certainly like to hear some tips from others, is how we can take responsibility for our own rubbish, right?
3 R's.
The 3 R's.
Yeah.
Go on.
Reuse.
Recycle.
And reduce.
Reduce.
It's very simple.
Wow.
Sounds simple, but actually it takes a lot
So
of...
reuse is the first one.
Yeah,
All right,
reuse.
so what examples of reuse then?
Yeah, it's just to try to don't buy things that you can only use once.
But like even things you can only use once, like say something that's come in a bottle.
Yes.
Right, you can quite easily wash it out and reuse that
yes,
again.
Exactly. You can use it as a flower vase. Use it to do some art paint it with your kids.
Most
and
things,
use it as decoration.
What about cereal boxes?
Cereal. Oh, actually we have them as our frames.
Picture frames, yeah.
Yeah, we use it to frame our children's drawing and put them on the wall.
What a lot of people do, if things break for any reason, then they throw them away. But actually you can repair those things and then reuse them, right?
Actually, it can be categorized in reduce. When you repair things, actually you are reducing the rubbish you are producing, right?
Yeah, so reusing things is also in reduce. So we've reduced it down to 2 now.
All right, fine. Yeah, I just find for us, what we can do to reduce our rubbish is to take reusable carry bag every time we go out, and also it is very useful to take a flask or use your own bottle or cups.
So reuse, right? Okay, we might think of some more reuse, but that's reuse. The next one's recycle.
Recycle.
Similar, but I think recycle is different, really, isn't it?
It is different.
Yeah.
It is for those you can't reuse, you just need to recycle it. For those professional people to categorize them, to make them into something else.
But we can start the categorization process, something like tin cans, for example. Wash them out and then just keep all tin together, keep all glass together.
Yes. What's the last R in our conversation?
Well, we've got reuse, recycle, and reduce.
Reduce. So what do you think? How we can reduce our rubbish?
Buy less.
Buy less.
Make less.
Or make less. Okay. For me, I think if I could rethink before I buy something, I might not buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you bought that's just sitting there then?
Actually, a lot. I have a long list.
Yeah, here's some examples.
Okay.
I can only think of one thing at the moment.
Okay.
Which is 2 tins of lychees, which have been stuck on the top shelf since last January, I think.
Yes. And for me, I bought several pairs of earrings just sitting there, and some foundations that I chose the wrong color, wrong shade.
Take them back to the shop.
I opened it and I used it on my face. That's when I found that's the wrong shade. And of course clothes, you know, for girls there's always one piece short in their wardrobe. Yeah, that's why I do have a lot of clothes, but I have reduced them, donate them to Orientally, or just swap them on the online group. Actually, talking about reduce, it reminds me of when I was little. I grew up in China, in a city in North China. I remember when I was little, we don't buy soy sauce from a shop. We take an empty bottle from the house and we go to the nearest grocery store and they will just top up. Yes, and we buy our cooking oil, soy sauce, sugar, salt, and vinegar, like that. In the system.
I think that the way to stop it is everybody be responsible for their own rubbish.
Exactly.
If everyone was responsible for their own, you could argue the point like sort of packaging. Who's responsible? Is it the company that made the object? Is it the retail shop? Is it the person that buys it at the end? All right, so maybe a little bit of sort of legal discussion there, but if ultimately everybody's responsible for their own rubbish, then we're not going to have a rubbish problem. Stiff fines for those that don't take responsibility.
Exactly.
We went viral some time ago, didn't we?
You did.
Well, you played your part.
Yeah.
We found a really, really horrible and nasty rubbish tip on the edge of the jungle, which is just repeatedly being dumped and dumped and dumped, and is actually polluting the rivers and surrounding areas. And there's been a few people ill because of it. Well,
and it's there for many years, isn't it?
It's been there on and off for years and years, apparently. Yeah.
Because everything that dumped into the environment will get back to us.
Ultimately, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think that's enough.
Yes. So this week it's Andy's choice.
Your choice.
Andy's choice. Andy's.
Okay, what's your choice?
My choice this week is, I'm really excited. I'm really scared. But on Sunday I'm running a marathon.
What are you going to recommend anyway?
I'm recommending running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is my recommendation. Is that Andy's choice is running. We're going to run this. I've got somebody I'm running with, a friend I'm running with. Shout out Emmanuel. Woohoo! Emmanuel, you've got your podcast. Sorry I couldn't be there this evening with you, but I'm here doing this one. All right.
So what do you think running brings you?
Running brings to me peace. When I go out running, I can just let go of everything. I just run, I feel the pain, and I just focus on the pain.
So when you're running, what is on your mind?
When I'm running, I try not to have anything on my mind, but mainly it's solutions and stories, the two S's. So if I've got a problem or something that needs solving, I'm thinking of different solutions to that thing in a creative way, some silly ways, and then other times when I haven't got any difficulties, I'm thinking of stories. I'm thinking of stories for plays, for film scripts, for promotional activities, for writing a poem for my wife.
Where's your latest poem? I'm expecting it.
Yeah, soon.
Okay. I like the Murakami book. You are actually thinking, and do you think that helps you to think?
Running? No, running primarily helps me not to think.
Okay.
And now that I'm actually running, I'm over 20k into a race now. I'm thinking that what I said is a bit of bullshit. I think what I said was what I think about when I'm running. problems, solutions, stories, blah blah blah.
2 hours, 51 minutes,
now that I'm actually running,
60 seconds,
I've been
20 kilometres to
mulling
go.
over
Average pace, 7,
problems and stuff.
47
See if I can find a
per kilometre.
solution. And then, like, it just drifts away. Like the thoughts just drift away. It's difficult actually to keep a coherent conversation with myself. I say talking to yourself is the first sign of madness, but it seems my mind just, when I'm running, if I try and think of something, it just drifts off, and then I suddenly realise I'm not thinking about that thing anymore. Weird. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love running. I know that if there's times when I haven't been running, I'm more depressed.
Like to release the stress, right?
Maybe.
And make you happy.
Make me happy, yeah. So I'm not a preachy runner, but I do recommend running. So running is my thing this week. It's Ming's funny news.
实际上呢，这周我花了一点时间去找 funny news 搞笑新闻，可实际上好像太多了，找不过来。最后选中了这个，希望能让你开心的同时，希望给你带来好运气。这个故事呢，发生在印度尼西亚的一个岛上，当地呢有一个制作棺材的匠人，他今年33岁，和自己的妻子和3个儿子住在一起。他一直呢想生一个女儿，但是因为家里并不富裕，可能无法支撑再生一个女儿的开销，所以他一直也没有完成自己的这个心愿。结果有一天呢，他正在家里做棺材，突然听到了轰的一声巨响，自己的天花板上出现了这么大的一个洞，然后在家里的地上呢有一块石头从天而降。然后这块石头很烫，他的妻子不得不用锄头把它从地上挖起来，然后结果一称呢有2.1公斤那么重。结果经过科学家的检验，它原来真的是一块从天而降的陨石。结果这家人因此发了大财，有一位从美国慕名而来的陨石专家带着现金就到他的家里来了。花了大概相当于这位棺材匠人30年的薪水买下了这块陨石。据一些科学家估算，这块陨石大概它的价值呢是有140万镑，140万英镑大概相当于1200多万人民币。因为这块陨石呢含有稀有的金属元素，能够帮助研究者呢更好的研究外太空的一些知识。这就是本周的搞笑新闻。希望你有一天也能够天上能够掉一块大陨石。忘了告诉你，最后呢，这位制作棺材的匠人，他终于可以实现自己生一个女儿的愿望了。他还捐了一些钱给当地的村民，也让他们实现有了更好的生活。That's it.
That was funny, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, again, I didn't understand any words.
Okay, let's go back to your Andy learn Mandarin.
Andy learns Mandarin.
Yeah, I want to see whether you remember anything from...
Okay, well, I thought this week,
Okay.
this is the 5th episode.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought one of the things we could do, maybe learn another word, but I'd like to do like a recap and an improvement on all of the ones that I've learned so far.
So in other words, you didn't remember anything?
No, but we'll go through them, but then you to tell me how I can improve each one. All right?
Okay.
So the first one was Chulama.
Chulama.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is that right? Chulama.
Yes.
So I couldn't say it any better?
Yeah, I think... Yeah,
so
I know.
Chulama.
Chulama.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one learned was Meichana.
Mate.
Yeah, Meichana. Is that good? Meichana.
Quite good.
Yeah. Okay. The third one that I learned was Bill War. Bill.
That's because it didn't have its cheat sheet this week. Alright. 别把我
别把我
扯进去。
扯进去，别把我扯进去。
扯进去。
进去。
Yes.
进去，别把我扯进去。
Actually, there's not much situation you can use it.
别把我扯进去。Is that better?
Recap. Okay.
别把我扯进去。Yeah.
What about last week?
Last week was 这就胸瓜，这就说胸瓜。
Yes. Yeah, quite good.
这就说胸瓜。
Actually, this one is quite useful.
It is. All right. Okay. So you think I've made an improvement so far on those?
But I've never hear you use any of these to me or the kids or any like a Chinese neighbor.
Okay. Is that a challenge?
It is a
Start
challenge.
using them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you can report back to our viewers whether or not I've done it and how it was received.
Yeah.
with
Try to
strangers.
use it next time you see a Chinese people.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. They won't think I'm sort of trying to make a fool out of them or anything.
If yes, so what?
Okay. All right. So one word then, something really simple for this week. How about what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Kind of casual way.
吃了吗?
Yeah?
吃了吗 is you can use it to greet people.
Okay.
What's up? Sup?
Yeah.
吃了吗?
Could you go ma? What's up? Lama?
No.
That has to be cool. Okay. All right. Well, how about water?
Water. That's simple. 水.
Shui. So I know drink is her.
喝.
Her. So her shui.
喝水.
You drink water.
Yeah. But I think maybe you use tea more. You always
Cha.
ask for
Cha.
tea. Yeah.
Cha.
喝茶.
Cha.
喝茶.
Her cha.
And 喝水.
Her shui. Whoa. Her cha. Her cha.
我喝茶.
Whoa. Her cha. Whoa. Her shui.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you need after you run.
Okay, so all right, I've learned actually more than one word this week and had a recap. I think that's all for this week.
What do you think of do you have any good tips of dispose your own rubbish?
Yes.
Let us know.
We'd love to hear them, and so would everybody else. I hope you've enjoyed our episode this week.
And remember to subscribe.
Subscribe, leave us a comment below if you can, that would be great, and give us a like if you've enjoyed it, and any suggestions about anything you would like to see in terms of content, we'll be happy to explore it. But for now, thank you for watching.
Goodbye. See you next time.
再见